world.
So this is why people are buying XRP and not altcoins. Like XRP is more bought than all other altcoins. And right now it is bought way, way, way more. It's stocked way, way, way more. Other altcoins, some of them have not a lot of traction right now. Some of them are dead since 2021. They are inactive. But XRP has been slowly building up its community and it's becoming stronger and bigger.
Due to its specific design, its use cases, its partnerships. All of this offers something a little bit different than most cryptocurrencies offer. And in this video, I want to break down why people invest in XRP and give you guys some of the big highlights as to why so much of the retail focus right now is on XRP. And let's start with number one, and purpose built for payments. It's not just a...
So I feel like what really started XRP growth is the lawsuit finally being over. Again, this has been confirmed since crypto history 2020. So it needed like 6-7 years to even do that. And once that was over, that's when the real rally started. That's when people started joining in because they saw XRP's true price potential. They saw it listed and they were like, what's that? XRP on an exchange? I think I will buy it.
Currency. It's not just an idea. It's not just,
but yeah,
we'll see what happens. XRP was designed...
Regulation, like all the updates that we have been seeing is just another big part of it.
Designed by Ripple Labs specifically for fast, low cost, and scalable cross-border payments, not just as a general purpose coin like many of the others. Now, it's morphed into something bigger, and we'll get into that later on in the video. Make sure you guys stick around until the end. Go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe if you have not already. We are here every single day breaking down what's going on with news, information, etc. And oftentimes we do videos like this just highlighting ecosystems, right? Now, what makes XRP unique is its ultra-fast settlement times. It has crazy transaction speed, 3 to 5 seconds. This is Visa level throughput. 1,500 plus transactions per second. Compare that to Bitcoin.
So yeah, banks need that. Banks and worldwide institutions really are requiring that for everyday transfers. That's why you see, some transactions in some banks being used a lot when they have transfers of 5 seconds, 10 seconds. But most of the banks, like I would say 95%, still have those 1-day SEPA transfers, we call them, which take 1 day, 2 days to even go out there and are closed on the weekends. Now, what if you had a ledger or a machine, this blockchain that is not sleeping, not eating, it's just sending transfers all the time, even on weekends? What if you're partying on weekends and you have to, send your friend $10 through a bank and you cannot do it because the bank is closed? Again, this is what's changing. Ripple is going to change the future of transactions that we are seeing. That's why it's growing so much.
In Ethereum, Bitcoin at 7 TPS transactions per second, Ethereum at 15 to 30 transactions per second, XRP at 1,500. Okay, and so with that also comes low transaction cost. XRP transactions cost a fraction of a penny, which is ideal for remittances. Now, some argue it might not be the best for microtransactions. I'll say that it definitely could be used there too, but definitely for the movement of big money, right, through the institutions and the banks.
And so yeah, the only issue with Ripple right now is still developing that worldwide use case. So the worldwide use case is not there quite yet. It's still going to take tons of time to actually get to worldwide transfers where everyone in the world is going to be using Ripple. Again, you need a lot of partnerships, but the banks are testing that to get into the first stages.
And minimal energy usage as well is something that XRP has compared to Bitcoin or Ethereum, which obviously both use proof of work, or did. Now Ethereum's moved from proof of work to proof of stake, but still very, very minimal energy usage compared to some of the top protocols. Now, there's also something called on-demand liquidity that makes XRP pretty interesting. XRP is used in Ripple's on-demand liquidity product, which allows the banks and payment providers to settle fiat transfers instantly using XRP as a bridge currency.
Yeah.
There's no wait time anymore. There's no middleman.
That's what I've been saying, guys. Contracts is the next big thing because anyone can do transfers, right? But the contracts is like every single day. We had contracts since 3,000, 4,000 years, and that's what's keeping people really, really excited about XRP. The another thing that we have right now is BlackRock using it to pay Ondo. So they are literally paying Ondo with using the Ripple technology. They are not using bank transfers. Again, BlackRock is one of the biggest banks, but they are using Ripple to literally test out and pay, for the project, for the services provided.
Moves the need for any pre-funded accounts, freeing up billions of dollars in capital and allowing billions of dollars of capital to move quickly, which we need in a globally connected society, especially from a business standpoint. Ripple has major institutional partnerships as well. They've established partnerships with big banks like Santander, SBI, Standard Chartered, and payment providers, MoneyGram, Tranglo, Remitly. This enterprise level adoption is rare in crypto. A lot of the things are still super speculative, whereas Ripple actually has substance already. Now, it also has unique consensus.
And I also feel like this, Ripple has tested stuff. It has worked in the last 13 years. But to actually get to technology level where we're used in banks, the governments are trying to push that, and Ripple is trying to push that, but we're still like 2-3 years away from that
mechanism because it uses the Ripple Protocol Consensus Algorithm, or RPCA, and it's not proof of work, nor is it proof of stake. This makes the ledger itself, XRPL, extremely fast, extremely efficient, and highly secure. Now, finality is achieved in seconds with no mining involved either, which is good for business-to-business transactions. But it also would be, I'd be remiss if I didn't want to address the regulatory scrutiny. And I think a lot of the regulatory scrutiny that's come with XRP.
There's also an issue of how many of these banks want to use blockchain. A lot of the banks, they don't want to use it. They don't feel that there's future in it. But as crypto gets more and more popular, that's when we could be seeing those numbers really change. When, we get government approvals.
Is because it's such a unique system and it's challenging archaic systems like Swift. XRP is one of the few cryptos tested in major legal battles, though, because on the retail side, XRP is no longer a security. Back in July 2023, this ruling came down. Now, we're still going through the hoops and hurdles on the institutional side, but I think a lot of that will be clear when the Clarity Act is pushed through by President Trump of the United States. But meanwhile, while XRP and Ripple were going through all of the legal craziness in the United States for the 4+ past years, it was garnering a ton of attention in different pockets of the world, like the Middle East and Asia, growing very, very fast in both these regions. XRPL also has a native DEX built into the protocol since 2012.
So something tells me that Ripple is not going to do only those things it's doing right now. I feel like it's going to expand. Now with the lawsuit being over, it's very possible Ripple will try to launch more products. Like look at Solana. It's literally launched its own games, and then Solana mobile phone, which has been sold out. The first one has been sold out. So with this blockchain, this could be the start to really start to manage it properly. It really could be the first step to see Ripple go to where it wants to be. So the blockchain is just the first start of where they make most of the money. And after that, like, sky's the limit. Who knows how high they can go, because you can literally make anything once you have that bank money or bank partnerships. It's tons of money and inflows coming in. You can go for an IPO because you're trusted by banks. So the price goes up. 24,365 burning XRP. Every transaction is going to be fire. Yeah, the burning transactions right now is very small. It's $3,000 a day. So compared to how much Ripple trading volume there is, that's nothing. But again, I feel like it does help. Like, people say it doesn't help, but there could be in future use cases of how to burn more Ripple and how it goes up in price.
Supports multi-currency transactions and the tokenization of other assets.
So yeah, this might be the most important Bitcoin bull run for crypto. This is what I saw. Look at this. The